Okay, so my name is Adam B. Levine. I'm a co-founder and the product lead with Blockade Labs, and let me show you what we do. Okay. So at Blockade Labs, essentially, we ripped up the rule book and built something crazy. It all started as an AI-powered skybox generator that let anyone conjure new surroundings. We pretty much caught immediate traction and found that our vision of a more empowered future in terms of creation was pretty contagious. And less than a year later, we're on the verge of a lot more, because the vision isn't abstract now, it's tangible. The world that's coming is one in which anyone and essentially everyone will be creators. Not because they're naturally talented, highly skilled, extremely motivated, but because it's so easy to create that all you need is an idea. Meet Echo, a young person having fun on the internet who has an idea. She's got an idea for a game based on an inside joke. If that sounds like a niche project, well, it is, but it doesn't need to have a big addressable market. Maybe just one, maybe just her best friend to be worth doing, so long as it's easy enough. And it is easy. Within a few minutes, Echo can iterate on her idea a dozen times before arriving at something that feels right. This is her raw prototype world. The world she creates surrounds her, but isn't actually 3D. It feels 3D, but is much faster and easier to refine before full spatial rendering. Over the course of the next 5 minutes, Echo identifies and tweaks a half-dozen visual details to her preference using our edit tool. The scene is almost perfect, but only from her central viewpoint, standing right in the middle. She presses the button marked 3D and the world comes to life. Suddenly she can walk around the space and it feels real. She can walk behind houses and see what couldn't be seen from that central vantage point because it didn't exist before she pressed that button. AI is a fancy form of autocomplete, and we use the information that we do have, like what the scene looks like and obviously contains, to create what we don't have, like ambient sounds, light sources, and more. At this point, the world is already alive. It's already a shared multiplayer space, but it's still quite small. Just the seed of something. And that is an important word, seed. The scene that Echo has created is a beginning. It is a seed. And at Blockade, that same technology that lets us turn a 2D scene into a realized 3D world lets us then expand that 3D world, arguably indefinitely. Internally, we call these world seeds for that reason. Echo could stop right now, but maybe not. The whole process took less than a half hour, and the iterative loop of playing your game or exploring your world, finding things that you want to improve, nuance or expand, tasking your AI assistant to make those improvements for you, and then repeating the process until you're satisfied isn't work. It's just a more productive form of play. Now, Echo created this game, again, just for her one friend, an audience of 2. But world seeds can also be connected in this future. They can be used to build something bigger, more complex, and more diverse, with proper credit and token rewards attributed to each creator, of course. And although we've talked about this from the perspective of games, since entering our paid beta in August, we've discovered a lot of other folks who are thinking like Echo. Simply put, if we make world building really easy, then they want it, and they'll pay for it. And even with the full vision only partly realized, we've already got some pretty impressive numbers to back it up. So what comes next? Realizing the full vision. We've come a long way in less than a year, but to pull off this ambitious plan, we need more validated, useful training data, really as much as we can get our hands on to make this thing a reality. Our tokenized rewards program, on our way to a largely tokenized ecosystem, is designed to do exactly that, create that inflection point where we go from a team of 2 internal to a team of thousands external. You can see the impact that that would have given what we've already created. We've got a lot to do, but every timeline that we've set for ourselves to solve one of these hard problems, we've beaten, and we're not planning on slowing down. And that is pretty much it, except for one more small thing. Last week, the world got its eyes on the Apple Vision Pro, which I think needs no introduction with this crowd. Over the last week, this device has led many to an inevitable aha moment, and we expect this to continue. Although it'll take some time for most people to see it, that view of the future is, we believe, a correct one. Many worlds overlapping, seamlessly connected, with creation at your fingertips where you are in complete control. The Apple Vision Pro cost more than $3,500 and launched with 6 immersive environments. Just 6. Think about the implications of that. It's the future that we've seen coming for quite a while now, and it's what we've been building for. Thank you very much for your time. Again, my name is Adam Levine. I'm a co-founder of Blockade Labs. You can feel free to contact me at either address there if you have any questions or investment inquiries. Thank you. And thanks again to the Denarii Labs team also for this. This was a great program.